So what are we doing next week? This time I'm actually attaching the template that I want you guys to use in the PowerPoint slides. So that way nobody turns it the wrong template. So the template is right here. Just double click on it and it's going to open, right? So there are two things that I want you to do. The very first thing is I want you to go to there's a second tab here called Savings Plan. Click on that tab. Oh. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what I want you to do is I want you to go through your budget that you just turned into me. Alright? Go through that budget and look at all the individual items that you have and tell me the items that you can, based on these tips, what items can you reduce the cost? So go through every single one of them and say, okay, Judith, I heard 20,000 tips today in class. Based on this, how can I reduce this particular item? And go through them item by item by item. So you're going to say this is the budget item. And I feel like every single thing except for, let's say, a tuition cost, every other thing in my mind is flexible, including rent. Alright? So I expect that you go through your budget very, very carefully and see, is there any way in the world that I can reduce it? Okay, so this is the budget item. What am I paying currently? Example, $10, $500, right? How do I plan to reduce the cost? So give me like a text information on how you want to reduce the cost. For example, I'm going to possibly get a roommate and split my bill in half. I'm going to cut my cable. I'm going to share my internet bill with somebody. For each one item, tell me how you plan to reduce it. And based on that plan, how much will you be paying in the future? Is this clear so far? Okay, now do the difference. So this is going to pretty much be what you're paying currently minus what you will pay in the future. I want you to use a formula. I put a comment there, which is B2 minus D2. So it's going to be equal to, right? Don't put numbers there. If you put numbers, I'm going whatever, right? So put equal to that minus this, all right, and enter. Right now is 0. And if you format it, this is formatted as a table, so you see that everything else would follow appropriately. Example, I'm paying 500 here. Now I'm going to be paying 450. All right. So the difference is $50. I'm paying 300 here. I'm going to be paying 245. Difference is $55. Do you see that? Again, I want a formula. Total monthly savings. I want you to tell me how much you're going to be saving. So there are several ways that you can do it. You can just hit auto sum here, and that should give you the sum of everything above it, and then you hit enter, or you can just say equal to sum of this, right, and drag everything down up to here. Alright, so now this is the additional cost that you can save every single month. Is this clear so far? Okay, so now you're going to go back to your savings estimator. You're going to actually save for that vacation. Remember that vacation budget you worked on? Remember that? Okay, so now you're going to actually save for it. Some of you guys have extra money that comes out of your paycheck every single month. That comes out after you do some everything. After you're done with all you need to do every month. So now I want you to take that extra money that you have. Okay. So let's say you have something prior saved in addition to every month. Example, I have $10,000 in my account today, and every month with my previous budget I have $300 extra. So now what will go here is $10,000. Is that okay? Let's say it's going to cost you $60,000 to go to the moon. I don't know where you're going with $60,000, but yeah. All right, that's your trip cost. How often are you going to be saving? Are you going to put the money in your account monthly, weekly, bi-weekly, yearly? Put that in there. So now, what this spreadsheet is going to do for you is saying your current savings goal is here. Okay? Are you with me? So this is automatic. This is automatic. You don't have to touch this at all. This too you can edit, and the dates you can edit. So now it says I have saved. Don't touch all these things. I still need to save blah. Don't touch all these numbers because those things are automatically calculated for you. Right? Now, even all these things are automatically calculated for you. But now what you need to see is, can I afford to save? So let's say I want to start saving on What's today's date? 10/8, right? 10/8/2014. But I want to go to Mexico by Christmas Day. So 12/25/2014. Right? Assuming. That means I have to save. Oh, there we go. That means I have to save every month. 25 grand every month. Can I save 25 grand every month? So can I go to Mexico at Christmas time? Yeah, okay. Alright, so basically, you want to use how much you save, how much you can save every month, and how much extra you can get based on the previous spreadsheet as a guide for how much you can afford to save every month. Is that clear? Go ahead.
How did you get this? How can you get them for personal use?
No. So this spreadsheet is going to be in the slides, and I'm going to upload the slides, so you guys will have a copy of this.
So one is just a personal savings, one tab is personal savings, the other one is for your vacation.
No. So the one tab is you reducing your budget. Actually, that's where you're going to spend the majority of your time during this week. I want you to spend time looking at every single item on your budget and tell me how you can reduce it. If you send something to me, I promise you that I will look at your budget and tell you this one item you can reduce it like this. Right? And if I keep finding all these places that you can reduce and you didn't do, it just means that you didn't do the work. Alright? So go through every single one item and find every way on earth to try to reduce that cost and increase the amount of money that you can save. So after you do all that, then you're going to talk about your vacation. So let's say your vacation cost you. Remind me, Alex. It was like 2,500, right? You needed for your vacation. And where were you going to? Okay. So Alex is going to New Zealand. Okay, and you needed 2,500 to go there, right? How much have you saved so far?
About $30.
Okay. All right, and hey, it's a start, right? And then, do you remember how much you had left over from your budget every month from the last one? Okay, so let's say you had, give me a just random number, $200. All right. And let's say through this activity, you found that you could save an extra $50, hypothetically speaking, right? So now you now have $250 extra every month that you can put towards this goal. So now, if you look at this, if you want to go to New Zealand by Christmas, right? If you want to go to New Zealand by Christmas, you have to save 1,220 blah 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 monthly. Can you afford that? Yeah. So now you need to reduce this in such a way that the maximum it is $250 because that's what you have extra. You see how it ties together now? Okay, so now you're going to keep adjusting the date. So let's say I want to go in 2015 now. Now you can save $176 every month. You can go there in 2015 of Christmas. So this activity will tell you the point of this homework is to see where you can save money and see when you can realistically go to your vacation place. Yes, I mean.
Yeah, my question was, I'm not talking about the homework. I'm talking about this old thing.
The template.
Yeah, the template. How can we have that like for our personal use?
Yeah. So again, in the slides, once you double click on that thing, it's open it on your computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody's working on. Please don't create another savings thing. Some people did that last time. Use the exact same one. I don't want you to create a whole savings goal template and fancy charts. No. The job that you have to do is go through. That's where you're gonna spend your time. Go through your individual line items and tell me where you can save more money. That's the bulk of the homework. This next thing just tells you when you can go to your vacation place based on how much you have. Is that cool? Yeah, the whole point is whatever you save is the maximum amount of money that is going to be. Whatever you can save based on your last budget, right? It's the maximum amount of money that's going to be in this monthly column. Does that make sense? Bushra, you have a question? come back to you. Tell me you have a question.
I'll
Okay.
Going through our monthly budget, right?
Go through your monthly budget. Go through your monthly budget. And again, another thing that you can do is, if you had a budget that included some things from your expenses, and now you think, you know what, now I want to be cheap. I don't want to do that anymore. Alright? Because that affected the amount of money that you put in your food. Now, you can reflect on that on decrease the amount of money you spend.
But when you talk about the budget, are you talking about the weekly, the week budget we have?
That's the expenses. Determine the expenses and determine the monthly budget. You can choose spreadsheet for the period of time.
I think I did it.
Yeah, you did the one. But there are actually two that we do it in one. No. So there are two budgets. There was a weekly expense tracker and there was a monthly budget. Those are two different templates. For last week, we turned those weekends.
Do you, are these ones with the sign you gave us on Monday as well as this for both on Monday?
Yes, they're both the next Monday. Is this clear? Please ask me any questions. Questions? Okay, so that's the homework for this week. I'm going